MMK and Dede.
And Nay.
Yeah, Nene.
Oh, hey.
We are.
Oh, hey.
We're back this week, and
Oh, hey.
thought we'd just bop around with some. We've been asked about some ranch stories, so just.
You know, you've been bopping around for the last.
That's right. Well, we did. Well, you know what I mean. We'll just kind of flip around, flop around. Go to town. Boots, good boogie. All right. And we stop. Okay. Well, we was talking it being wintertime stuff, and I'll let you start about some things we used to do down the ranch, especially if it was snow or something.
Well, it never did snow.
Not much.
No.
It doesn't now.
Yeah, one time on a ranch in 1968, it snowed about 12, 14 inches. It was a lot of snow. So
we had to get the cattle truck.
What?
Mama, let it.
Boy, I tell you what, she'd interrupt.
She would.
She'd interrupt the Pope. But anyway, this is a story about the snow and Elvis and a tractor and a boat. Yeah, Elvis got this wild idea about what he wanted to do in the snow. He loved snow and goofing around in the snow, playing around in it and all. So he got this long rope. He got the John Deere tractor out, and they had this boat on the ranch, which was, fairly good sized boat. So he hooked the rope to the tractor and the rope to the boat and forced it. No, he didn't force us, but he said, everybody get in. So got in, and he started pulling us around the ranch in that boat. And he tried hard, boy. I mean, he was trying hard to, to sling us out. And we went around for a few times, and finally he'd take it and he'd turn the tractor real quick and it'd make the boat slide around, and kind of like a whip action. And of course, we were all going everywhere and on each other and everything else, but we're having a ball. And he finally did kind of tip it a little bit, but nobody ever fell out, nobody got hurt. But man, that was so much fun. And how he came up with that idea, I'll never know. But
it was like a snow sled.
Yeah, it was like a sled. That's right. It was, and it just excuse me. He enjoyed it, and we had a lot of fun with it. Of course, we had a lot of fun on the ranch anyway. So many different things that I remember when we went and got. Well, it's supposed to have been his horse at first, but I kind of pulled one of my old tricks on him. We went to look at this Appaloosa. It was a little stallion. He wasn't as big as the other horses, but he didn't like much. He wasn't quite as large as some of them, but he was fast. He was, So, a guy named Cecil. I could take his last name, but I'll leave that in. Yeah, he's the one that had the little farm, and we went out there, and he brought the horse out, and Elvis looked at it, and he liked it, so he saddled him up, and Elvis got on him, rode him around. Of course, he was very, very spirited.
Wow.
Yeah, you might say that. But anyway, he come back, and I said, looking at some of these other horses, I said, that's a little bit too small for you. You really need probably want a bigger horse. And he said, come think of it, he said, you're right. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll let you have this one, which was right down my alley. I didn't want to be.
You just wanted it anyway.
I was wanting it anyway, he just didn't know it. But anyway, he bought me the little Appaloosa. I named him Mohawk. And of course, he wound on up. We went out to another place, and he found Rising Sun. As soon as he saw him, he was, that was his horse. He loved him, But anyway, funny little story about Mohawk, and Joe and a few other people laugh every time they think about it now. We was riding around. Joe was on her horse traveling. I was on Mohawk, and I had been working with him, trying to calm him down a little bit because, like I say, he was a little stagnant. He was kind of wild. So I got off and I told Joe, I said, now watch him. I said, excuse me. I said he'll follow me around. He'll wherever I go, he'll go right with me. Well, we were walking, and he did. He followed me along. So I said, see, I told you. So I got me a cigar, and we was all smoking cigars at the time, playing the big shot. So I got the cigar, boy, and I ran back, and I struck my lighter. When I did, that sucker went absolutely wild. He bucked, and you won't know what else he done, but all the way to the barn.
He bucked him forward.
He did.
It was kind of like.
Boy, he'd kick his leg sideways. He'd kick his leg sideways. He didn't slow down until he got to the barn. But anyway, I said, you wow. Hated walking, but I had to walk. A little ways. I had to walk over and put him up. But we had a lot of fun. We'd get one in, race them, and everybody, was having a ball. We'd race some horses, see. I need to say, son he was a little slow on the takeoff, but boy, when that sucker stretched out, he could go. He was a good animal. He was a beautiful horse, and that was, of course, that's right down Elvis's alley, Excuse me, but we had all kinds of fun. I had one little old pony named Boogaloo. Well, Boogaloo was a little bit bigger than a Shetland pony, but not as, big as a grown horse. He was about midways. Well, couldn't nobody ride this sucker. I mean, he'd throw you in a heartbeat.
Had weird glassy looking
So
eyes.
we had a real sandy corral, so me and Richard thought maybe, we'd give him a try.
Richard Davis.
Richard Davis, yeah. So Richard said, you get on him, let me watch you and see how he bucks and all. And I said, okay. So I got on him, and he started off with this old. All at once he started to bucking, boy, and he bucked, and finally it wasn't no way to stay on him. He throwed me, boy, and I landed into the fence, and I said, Richard said, well, let me try. So Richard got on him. He started bucking. And that's right. Richard was so tall that his feet dang that touched the ground. It looked like he had training wheels on each side. He finally throwed him up. Richard went up, and when he did, he split his pants wide open. That was it. We put Boogaloo up, and the only person I know that could ride him was Mike McGregor. And Mike McGregor had been riding horses and putting up with horses for years. So, but man, everybody else get on that sucker, and he'd throw him just like that. But we kept him because he was a
he moved up. He was up at Graceland when
Boogaloo.
We lived there. Nobody ever rode him.
No, you couldn't ride.
But he was wicked. Them wicked looking eyes.
Your cousin's wife that wanted to ride a sport.
Yeah,
on Mohawk. Yeah.
On Mohawk.
I had Elvis's cousins on his daddy's side, and they came down, and one of them wanted to ride the horses, and so then they all decided, well, hey, let's all ride them. So this one said she wanted something spirited. She wanted the best out there, the most spirited out there. Well, she'd never said that, shouldn't have. No.
To Mike.
Earl and Mike. Excuse me, folks. I don't know what's wrong. But anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But anyway, they first thing they thought of was Mohawk. So they strapped a saddle on him. They said, "Now look, he's really spirited, but he's fast, and so you asked for it, so just be careful with him." Well, she saddles up, and boy, she got him into a lope, and then she got a little faster. first thing she had him in a dead run. Well, he was cutting out. And she was all over there, Mike Earl said all at once he come to the pond, he just stopped. When he did, he said she just went over the top of him like that and right into the water she went. So here she comes, all soaking wet, needing the horse back over there.
She got a spirited one, didn't she?
So she got her spirited horse.
Earl said,
And Earl said, was that enough for you?
I was going to ask if he said that. Earl did.
Was that spirited enough for you?
Of course, they were dying laughing.
Oh, yeah, the whole time. But you didn't, you didn't say too much around as practical jokers like we all were. So, but that was funny as heck. But we had, like I say, we had a lot of fun at the ranch.
A lot of fun.
What?
A lot of fun.
Well, don't be excited. Don't
I was
get
looking at your
that.
shirt. Is that the one Teresa got mixed up with the white clothes and put the Clorox in?
Yes, that's the one. Hey, I still like it. It used to be a real nice kind of a gray blue shirt, but
Hey,
No,
now.
I'll just.
Right.
we
Anyway,
Just
folks.
kidding. It was like, I like it.
yeah, we thought we'd share some of them and appreciate the question. Keep the questions coming, and let us know if there's something you might want to hear or us mention or talk about. We appreciate all of you. Remember, we love you all, and
Yes, sir.
we
And
always
live
live
Elvis.
Elvis.